Hi guys, hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Pauline Study and welcome here. If you're a returning subscriber, I'm so happy to see you here. Yes, I don't know if I can see you, but yeah, you can see. Anyway, so today is the third video about how to keep your hair healthy, and this video is about products that you should and you should not use. Yeah, like I already said, but now you've already seen the video that I uploaded on how to wash your hair while it's plaited, or how to, basically how to wash your hair while it's plaited. So if you think you're going to like this video, please don't forget to put a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and leave a comment. So I'm going to be mentioning, I don't think I have a specific number of products because every single time I'm discovering a new product that someone should not use on their hair. So I'm going to be diving into this immediately. I'm not going to waste you people's time. So the first thing that you people should stop using, or products that you should not consider using, are products that do not have olive oil, especially if your hair is 4B or 4C or 4B and 4C, and if your hair is very thick. The reason why I'm saying this is because products without olive oil, or products that do not have any kind of infusement of olive oil, are going to expose your hair to breakage. So if you are going to use products that do not have olive oil in them, your hair is going to be prone to breaking. For example, if you use shampoo that does not have olive oil in it, your hair is going to be prone to breaking. You guys, I've shown you this shampoo of mine. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, this shampoo of mine that I make for my brand has olive oil in it, and I'm often talking about it because it's not necessarily that I'm actually only promoting my product, but because it has olive oil in it, and I'm here to encourage you to use products that have olive oil in them so that you can actually reduce or minimize the rate at which your hair breaks, especially starting from here and all that kind of stuff. So even when your hair is plaited, it's prone to breaking, so you ought to have olive oil. Do not use products that do not have olive oil. Okay, the second thing is that I would advise, and I always tell people to avoid using hair dyes. Please stop using hair dyes because they are not healthy for your hair. The reason why I'm saying this is because once you put hair dye in your hair, the first thing is it weakens the strength of the hair. That means your hair is more prone to breaking more than ever. Secondly is that your hair then starts losing its color. That means your hair is going to start getting colors such as brown, yet your hair was formerly black. So many people ask me how I maintain my hair to keep it black because I have not plaited in years, guys. I haven't been to a salon in a very long time, and I've kept my hair black, and the reason and the secret behind that is because I use coconut oil. You see, this here is coconut oil from my brand. See that the light is too much, but I think you can see this is a bit solidified because we've not had enough sunlight of late, and secondly I've not had time to liquefy it, but I'm soon going to heat it up to liquefy it. I use this coconut oil to keep my hair away from color shading. That is to say, to maintain my hair in its normal color as much as possible. So I advise you guys to stop using hair dyes because they are not healthy. I understand that so many people want to have that kind of a fancy kind of hair, but for example, if you want to keep your hair very healthy, nice looking, I've had so many comments of people telling me your hair really looks good and all that kind of stuff. I understand and I appreciate you all, but if you want to keep your hair as good and looking like mine, you have to actually avoid using hair dyes. Thirdly is that please do reduce on using hair products or hair oils that are more like a solid. Okay, I'm going to use an example of the coconut oil that I already showed you. There are hair products that are manufactured in such a way that you get this more like blue seal Vaseline. Unfortunately, I don't have an example to use, but the best example I would give is beeswax from from Kuza Cosmetics. Kuza Cosmetics has a lot of variety, and of late I like one of the natural hair productions. But why I'm using that as an example is, for example, beeswax is very sticky, and it does not easily dissolve, and it's not oily, so it's very hard for it to dissolve in the follicle of your hair. That means it does not easily moisturize your hair. So such hair products which are formed in such a way are not really advisable for you to use on your scalp and your hair. The reason being is because they build up a very huge mass on your scalp, or they actually cover up the follicle of your hair. So that means the hair is not going to be able to breathe, the follicle is not going to be moisturized most of the time, and that is very dangerous for your hair. So if you know you've been using such kinds of products, please do reduce. I'm going to link a photo in here and you're going to be able to see. So products whose texture is like those of Blue Seal, please do try and avoid using such products because they're not very healthy for your hair texture. I mean, especially for your scalp. I don't know if this is the fourth or fifth, but the other thing that people should out, and this is to specific people, is that please do not use products that are not good for your hair. That is to say, if you're a person whose scalp is not friendly with shea butter, please do not risk and go with shea butter. I beg you, please do not. The reason is you're going to make your scalp very flaky and completely dry. For example, my scalp, actually my entire family, myself, my sister, my mother, we do not use shea butter. And the reason why we do not use shea butter is because our scalps are dry and not really necessarily friendly with shea butter. So we try to avoid it as much as possible so that we keep our heads, our scalps away from flaking and keeping our scalps very healthy. So it's very important for you to actually try and not go for things that are not healthy for your hair, such as shea butter. I've also seen people who are not friendly with coconut oil. The reason is some people's hair is so thick, or that I don't know how to explain this because I don't want to get into the technicalities of how the hair is formed, but the thing is, when you are not friendly with coconut oil, please do desist from using it. If you're a person who always goes to the salon, I advise that you actually go to the salon with your own hair products. Now, moving on to the next one is about the heat that you expose your hair to. Okay? This is very important because very many people use a lot of it because they want their hair to come out like sleek, because they want their hair to look like, oh my god, it's treated. They want their hair, I don't know, texturizing it, all that kind of stuff. And the reason why you shouldn't do that is because exposing your hair to so much heat is exposing it to being prone to breaking. You're exposing it to always fall out every single time. That is why you're seeing people losing their edges. That is why you're seeing people's hair breaking in the middle, because they actually expose their hair to so much heat in a blow drying, in every single way they can, and most of the times it's through slick process and blow drying. I do not discourage people from blow drying their hair, because you guys in that previous video saw me using a blow dryer, but I was just using it to dry my hair. But in terms of blow drying your hair and slick pressing your hair, please use minimum heat. And the next one I'm going to show you how, I'm going to be telling you how to use a blow dryer. But please do use minimum heat to avoid your hair from actually starting to break from around it. So what happens when you overheat your hair is that the downer part is going to get it's going to become very thick, and then the other parts of the hair, this other part is going to continuously be weak or continuously be soft. The consequence of that is that while you comb, you're always going to come out with a lot of hair from your hair, and that is already not nice for you to do for your hair. So for you to be able to keep your hair very healthy, you have to avoid that. Now, the other products that you people need to use and start avoiding to use is that you should be able to use a leave-in conditioner. I will mention this again. You need to start using leave-in conditioner or start deep conditioning your hair, whichever texture it is, 4B, 4C, 4A, 4B, 4C, 4A, all those kinds of hairstyles. I cannot mention them so much because I'm going to end up confusing you guys. But for whichever kind of hair you have, for whichever kind of texture you have, you always have to use leave-in or deep conditioner. The reason why you use this, for example, if you're a person who goes swimming, leave-in conditioner helps to protect your hair from the chlorophyll that is always in the water that you use to swim, or it's going to protect your hair from the water that we use to shower or to wash our hair, because that water has a lot of chemicals which may not necessarily be healthy for your hair. So you need to start using leave-in conditioner if you haven't been using it, and you have to start deep conditioning your hair. I would highly advise deep conditioning for people who have very thick hair and they're always plaiting their hair. Okay, why I am actually advising this is so that you avoid the too much thickness that would result into a lot of breakage. So what happens is, for example, if I was to unplait this fox wax that I did, I would actually have to go on and do a deep conditioner, which I would later blow dry my hair, and my hair will be very healthy. And the next time I do leave-in, I'll do a conditioning, it will be deep conditioner. I beg your pardon, it will be a leave-in conditioner. So guys, you need to start using leave-in conditioner or deep conditioner. Do not always deep condition your hair every single time. Use it in a way that if you are a person who washes your hair twice a month, use it in the first week of the month, and the second week of the month you're going to be using the leave-in conditioner. So on to the ones that you shouldn't use is that please do not always mix so many products at the same time and using them all at the same time. Okay, I hope that is making sense. I do not know if I'm making sense or what, but the thing is, do not always, I'm seeing this is a trend that I'm seeing on TikTok, on Instagram, even here on YouTube. Some people don't even tell you the impact of that. There's some products which can simply not be mixed at all, and you shouldn't mix them. For example, it is not healthy for you to mix your leave-in conditioner with hair oil, okay? It does not make sense. Imagine this coconut oil here was leave-in conditioner and you're mixing it with this avocado oil. It does not make sense for you to mix these two products, because firstly, the purposes are very, very different. The leave-in conditioner is meant to protect your hair from shedding, from all those dangers that come with the heat, that come with the water, and the oil is meant to make your hair, for example, make your hair shiny, protect your scalp from being dry, and moisturize your scalp. These are two different things and should not be used at the same time. So if you've been making such mistakes, please do stop, because you need your hair to keep healthy. Okay, so that last very bit of this video, I do not want this video to be very long, but I want it to be very, very informative, is that please people stop being so adventurous with products that you've not used, or products that have not been recommended for you, or products you have never used. Why I am saying this is because so many people do this and they end up losing their hair. Okay, let me just mention this. For example, there are people who really want to fight a dry scalp and want to fight dandruff, and they go on to use sulfur. Firstly, sulfur is very dangerous for people who have dry scalps, because it continuously dries up your scalp, and that means it makes it very prone to having dandruff and very prone to flaking. So do not use products that you have never used before or have no experience with, or you have not been recommended to use them by a dermatologist or a hair practitioner or expert. Last thing but not least is please, like I already said, always use leave-in and deep conditioner before you blow dry your hair. The reason why I'm telling you to do this is because you then do not expose your hair to so much heat, and your hair is not affected with the heat. That is to say, your hair remains strong in its very natural form, compared to if you actually just blow dry your hair without anything in it. And that is why I'm always telling people, please, on your to-do list, on your to-buy list, always put hair conditioners. That is to say, deep or leave-in conditioner. Something that I must mention, that please be very specific with the kind of leave-in conditioners that you use. For example, I've shown you guys I use Dream Kids leave-in conditioner, and the reason why I use that Dream Kids leave-in conditioner is because it has olive oil in it, and secondly is because it does not have shea butter, because my scalp is very, very reactant to shea butter. I would look like I've been sleeping in the sun the whole day, the whole month, and the whole year. So that is why I would advise you to do that. If you know your scalp is not good with any product, please do desist from it. Something that I must mention before I end this video is that please guys, avoid using gel all the time. It's not very healthy for you to always use gel in every single thing that you do. The reason is, in as much as they tell you that this gel does not flake, yes, it may not flake like Shannon John doesn't flake, but the problem that comes with all kinds of gels is because they make your hair weak. Every single time you apply gel, every single time you apply gel to your hair, you are weakening it slowly by slowly, because most of people apply gel so that their hair can be sleek, in terms of sleeping on the head, and so that they can have baby hair. I've told you guys several times that I don't like using gel, and this is one of the reasons I don't like using gel, because it weakens the hair, because you want your hair to look babyish, and that means you're going to weaken it, because baby hair has never been hard, and that is what gel does to your hair. So my dears, avoid or reduce at the rate at which you actually use the gel on your hair, so that you can keep your hair healthy. So guys, I must apologize that I failed to fix this lighting issue, because you guys have been seeing this arm of mine almost looking like gold at a certain angle. I'm very sorry, but I'm going to fix this in my next video. So please, if you like this video, don't forget to put a thumbs up for it. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. Do share this video, and don't forget to put on a notification bell so that you're always notified of all the videos I put up. And last but not least, don't forget to comment. So guys, we'll be moving on with any series of hair that you request for. So far, we've finished the 3 video series. I'll be going on to the next move. So guys, I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.